door. Remnant Princess is a super pick me, super villain. I don't know if anybody's seen her. I saw her live today where she was attacking single mothers and saying that the only women that men want to marry are childless women, single women. And, I find that is really crazy because the mothers that you're saying are single and undesirable per se, weren't those women also childless at one time until they got pregnant and had a child? And if so, then why didn't those men marry those women if they indeed love child-free women so much? You see what I'm saying? The pick me ideology, it is to blame the woman no matter what, even if it doesn't make any sense. Like, she was up there talking about women in their vaginas and all type of stuff. And all I see in the comments is like, all I see, girl, super villain. All I see is men in the comments talking about, yeah, get at them, tear up these ladies. And I'm thinking to myself, like, as a woman, you don't feel uncomfortable. You don't feel uncomfortable that everybody that's encouraging you is a man, and that men are encouraging you to bash and degrade and belittle other women. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't understand wanting like men's value that much that you make your whole bashing other women. Like, it's very weird. Yes, that's exactly the same type of men. The $40 men that are in her life. And I does anybody know who this lady is? Do y'all see her? Do y'all see Remnant Princess? Um, she's just so ignorant. Like, honestly, ignorant and disrespectful. And I really do feel like there's there is a male centeredness, in my opinion, sorry I had to yawn, that exists in any woman that makes her platform strictly based on validating the opinions that toxic men have about women. Let's see here. SYM, you said you usually scroll past her lives. So do I. So do I. But I happened to see her like really yelling at this lady this morning. And that's what really had me like, you know what I'm saying? That's what really had me like, what you doing? That's the only reason why I was listening. Because she was really talking crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Yes, she's very insufferable, Zuri. Very insufferable. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's like, and then my thing is that you have a topic that says single mothers are the least desired with a picture of a very attractive black woman. Like, you think that men don't desire this woman? You think that men don't try to holler at this lady wherever she go? The lady that you put in the picture? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, be for real. Like, stop lying to yourself. Like, I just want to know what women that are single mothers don't have men trying to talk to them. Like, stop it. Stop it. Like, for real, for real. Just stupidity. Stupidity. Truthfully. But you guys, I might have came online too late. You know what I'm saying? Because it is late, I guess. Sorry, y'all. So, I'll see if I can get like 40 women in here. Yeah, I just started. I'm gonna see if I can get 40 women in here. If not, then what I'll do, you guys, is I'll come back tomorrow and I'll talk about this exact topic, but I'll talk about it at the time that I normally do, which is a little bit earlier. Then I'll talk about it then. Because, boy, we need to talk about this lady. And also, other pick-me's that make pick-me content like this, where they are making, black women even worse. Okay, I got you, super villain. Yeah, I'll see, sis. I'm going to give it like another couple minutes, see if I can get some more ladies in here. If not, what I'll do is I'll just come back. I'll come back tomorrow with the exact same topic. Yes, a girl's world. A woman made this. A woman, a black woman at that. Yes. I think she's in the UK though. But yeah, she did. She made this. Just crazy. Crazy. Crazy lady. Yeah, she's from the UK. And I some people have told me, but I don't know if this is true or not, that she's a single mother herself, that she's unmarried. I don't know if that's true though, y'all. Yes, I heard that she's a single mom. That's what I heard, but I don't know if that's true or not. Because I remember when I had the debate with her, I asked her, was she married? And she kept saying that, what did she say? Dang. She said she doesn't talk about her personal life. Hey, Pudding, that's not the girl in the picture. The girl that we're talking about, she just took a random picture of a black woman and put it up there. That's not even her. Yeah, that's what I said, a girl's world. I said so no, basically. Because as much as you bash single mothers, if you were married and you weren't a single mother or whatever the case may be, you would have said it. But the fact that you don't want to say nothing leads me to believe that you are projecting your self-hatred onto other women, which is ridiculous. Which is ridiculous when you think about it. Okay, yeah, you remember that lady supervillain. She's truly delusional. Like she's a lunatic. For real. Like she's crazy. Because to spend your whole platform putting down single mothers is ridiculous. Because it's like, why are you doing that? Like what do you get out of putting down single mothers? Like in what world is having a child? Yeah, exactly. Prove me wrong. How in the world can somebody prove you wrong on something that's an opinion? That's not a fact. That's your opinion. So it's like, how can somebody prove you wrong on that? You're just a lunatic. Talking about single moms are the least desired. Like, stop it. Stop it. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, I just feel like she's crazy, to be honest with y'all. Let's see here. Philandria Shivers, you said you have never have any problems getting men. I believe you, sis. I really do. I don't think that I've really had any single mothers ever say, oh my goodness, I can't get a man. I can't. Nobody desires me. Like, it's just lies that these weirdos tell. Like, for real. I don't get it. At all. Yes, and I definitely think it's for male validation. For sure. Because it's like, why are you doing that? Like, the fact that you would even make a prompt like this should let, you know what I'm saying? That I feel like the fact that a woman would make a prompt like this about women, that lets you already know that she's desperate for male validation. Desperate for it. It's just crazy. For sure. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of like draw attention to this lady's live, because to be honest, all I saw were black men in there, you know? Ugh. Yeah, all I saw was black men in there, to be honest with y'all. Oh, let's see here. Phalangia, you said you went on her live one time and told her to cam up. I bet you she didn't, though. I would ask her to cam up and show me your ring finger, since you want to shame single mothers so bad. You know what I'm saying? Ugh, just gross, really. Um, if you did you have anything to say, supervillain? Or you not ready yet?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry, I don't have my headphones. I was doing something. So can you hear me clearly? Is this okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay, awesome. I said, let me get up here and put my 2 cents in before I get too busy. Number one, single moms are the least desired. It's really sad that in our community that single moms are deemed least desirable, but felons are like top tier. Like I just really don't understand our community, but I'm gonna say this. To be the desire of a man's like obsession is of no consequence. A lot of these pick me women make it so important, but I'm going to give y'all a comparison. Y'all are talking about a demographic that can't work around corpses. A demographic that literally assaulted an endangered species called a monitor lizard. You cannot leave an apple pie, a warm, defensive apple pie on a counter around this demographic. So to be the desire of their obsession is of no consequence. What are we talking about here? Who freaking cares? And I know you're bringing up the topic because it's about the hate of single mothers, Trig. But just in general, when these ladies do these topics, I just really be thinking, y'all know who y'all are playing respectability politics with, right? Y'all talking about a demographic that will do it with a corpse, a hole in a tree. Please don't ever find that a man's obsession with you is something of such big honor. Again, apple pies, warm apple pies are not safe around these dudes. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you, Trick.
Oh, no problem, sis. All right, let me go up here to Zuri. Go ahead, Zuri.
Hi, ladies. I hope everything. When it comes to this lady, because I'm from the UK also, so I agree with what Supervillain is saying, but it's also here in the UK they're trying to like frame this idea that black women are single mothers, but statistically speaking, that's not true. We're the least incarcerated, and we're the least group of women or demographic of women in the UK that actually participate in quote unquote single mother culture or baby mama culture. It's actually YT women. So this constant, if you do see her or several other people doing this in the UK or from the UK, just keep this in mind that they're trying to push a narrative that's just not true at all. Like I'm from the UK, we don't have a single mother culture in the UK, especially amongst BLK women. That's just not a thing. It's just not a thing. I don't know why it keeps being perpetuated. It's just not a thing. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, all right, I got you. I got you, Zuri. All right, let me go up here to Kayla.
Hey, you guys. Thank you
Hey.
for having me on the panel, and thank you for allowing me to speak as well. I just wanted to say, I find I agree with everything you said, Trey, because it is very male centered, and it's even more so disrespectful, just flat out disrespectful, to even push that narrative of BLK women being least desired because they're single mothers. Once again, that's pushing shame onto the woman when the woman had no control over being a single parent and whatnot. And a lot of women too, they also could be single parents through, being widowed, or, anything could happen. So it's not necessarily always just the man leaving himself, but a lot of times it is. But that's not everybody's, experience. That's the first thing I wanted to say. And the second thing I wanted to say is that this is just something I wanted to share with you because it's not even like pertaining to the topic. Well, it is pertaining to the topic, but it's something I wanted to share. I have a friend, she's from Charlotte. She recently just shared with me that her aunt, who was a single parent, not by choice, she was left by her husband. He divorced her. and it caused her to spiral financially because she had a hard time keeping up with the bills and whatnot. So she ended up having to move to a very low income community. And her aunt was a victim of the Taco Bell unaliver in Charlotte, if y'all have ever heard of that. And he was a BLK man, and her aunt was unalived by him. And there were also other multiple BLK women who were unalived by him as well. And so I find it so disgusting when I see these prompts and I see people making prompts about single mothers being least desirable. I don't know who they're trying to pander to, but it's not funny and it's not something to make light of, because there are women who are victims of, because let's be for real, being a single parent or being a woman unprotected and having to take care of children in this world, you're automatically gonna, you're on the radar for so many predators and evil people in this world. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I just found it kind of not, I don't want to say the irony of the situation, but I found it kind of odd because I was just having this conversation with my friend about her aunt being a single mother and how she was left unprotected by her ex-husband, and she became a victim of a unaliver at her job, by the way, because they both worked together at Taco Bell. That's how she met him. And he took advantage of her kindness, which unfortunately led to her being unalived. So I think it's very disgusting for someone to have something like this narrative going around and spreading that narrative as if it's the woman's fault that she's a single mother. I think is quite disgusting. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Sorry, but that's all I had to say.
Okay, I got you. No problem, Kayla. I appreciate you for sharing. And that's really crazy. That's a crazy and sad story for real. That's so terrible. Let me go up here to Monica. Go ahead, Monica. And hey, how you doing, sis?
Hey sis, I'm doing pretty good. Good morning, good afternoon, ladies, wherever you from in the country. Pretty much what Kayla said. Yeah, that's a good example. Like, it does leave, that narrative does leave a lot of women vulnerable and without protection. I want to call BS because throughout the years, you know how many times like men actually get with single mothers and find them very attractive throughout years. So many times. Like, I know a man who woman was a single mother and had a lot of kids, and he took those kids in, and those kids call him daddy till the day he was no longer on earth, and had more kids, and then she had more kids by that man. And they are all said to believe that they are a brother and sister with two, and there was brothers and sisters living in a two-family household. There was no such thing as half brother or half sister. They was all one big happy family with two parents. So and it's funny how the people who throw up their narrative, especially the men, are the main ones who create these unattractive women.
Yes, I definitely agree with you. That's what I was saying, because like when she was having a live, she was like, men just want like single child free women. That's what they're looking for, and that's who they'll marry. Those are the women they want. And I'm like, everybody starts off with no kids. So if that's the case, then how come these women that had these kids, how come these men didn't marry them then, since that's what men are looking for? I'm like, your logic, your math ain't even mathing. Like, you just saying stuff to try to beat down women and make women feel terrible about themselves. As you sit there begging desperately for male attention and validation, like I said, I don't know what's wrong with that lady, but like, even if you listen to the way she speaks to men versus how she speaks to women, it's totally different. Like, she's very aggressive and ignorant and mean towards women, but as soon as a man gets on there, her whole, thing changes. And it's crazy. Like, in what world do you feel comfortable being so mean and rude and nasty to women? But when men come up, it's, oh, like, I don't know. I just find her to be a truly disturbing weirdo. Like, seriously, like, she's very weird. Like, I just don't know what to say. Like, honestly. And, I feel like a lot of times women that make like extreme pick me content are able to kind of go under the radar, torn up. We will get at men that do it, that bash women and stuff, will share their videos, we'll laugh at them. But a lot of women that do stuff like this, like, we don't say nothing. And even are just as violent. Like, there's literally no difference. And that's what the reason why, like, I swear, like, I'm really gonna start talking about often. And really, I didn't really want to talk about this that major for like an extremely long time, y'all. I just really wanted to like bring just, I guess, awareness to it, because this app wilding for a minute. She been on this app wilding for a minute, man, for real. And I just feel like she gets virtually no pushback about it. I said it's breaking up. Somebody might be
I think
reporting
it's
me or
the
something. Hold
audio.
on,
I
let
don't
me.
think it's the reporting. I think it's the audio.
Go against that
Hello.
intuition that God planted in them to.
Can y'all hear me now? I put it on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Much better.
Can you guys
Much
hear
Wiki
now?
better.
could be, yeah, the Wiki makes
Okay,
a
okay,
difference.
okay,
Guys, I
okay.
actually was on her live today this morning when she first went live.
And there
I
is
was
a
the one
growing community of
up there she
women,
was arguing with. I
Muslim
had to
women,
go in there and say something to her
Christian
because she was
women,
getting out of pocket.
What is that your
No, babe,
background?
like reasons why Islam,
that's not me.
reasons why
Oh, I wonder where that background. I
go
don't
ahead and
know.
I
check
don't know. Let
out
me go mute. I'm
friendly
gonna go mute real quick and
ex-Muslim.
see.
Tiffany, that might be your background because
Yeah,
it's
that was your background.
Yeah,
you
because I was
listening
trying
to
to
the
hear
live
what she
on
was saying.
another device.
There are
No, I'm
women who are
not.
like,
That's not
listen, I
me. I
went through
just went
something
mute
that
as
was,
well.
the Bible would blatantly.
I can hear it every time you come off mute. I can hear the sound coming from
What
your.
about now?
No.
It's
Yeah,
fine
it was.
now.
It's silent
Yeah,
now.
I was on her live today. She cursed me the fuck out. And let me just say, I don't believe that's really a woman. I think that is a man using one of them voice apps. Because there's no way a woman can have this much hatred for another woman. There's
No, there's
Unfortunately,
quite a
there
few
are women
victims
who
on
are
here
like
that's that
that.
bad.
I'm sorry. I refuse to believe it. Like I was talking to her, like every time I said a point, like I refuted one of her talking points with actual evidence, she overtalked, she muted, she got disrespectful out of nowhere, called me all types of hyenas and back-footed hyenas. Called me a baby mama. Like, like
Called you a hyena? Yeah, they normally use that to
yeah.
describe BLK women in the UK.
There's a black American woman who's Muslim on YouTube by the name of the Crimson Cure. She's been on YouTube for years calling black women who choose not to marry or date or have children with black men black back-footed hyenas, and she's got a deep following now for that term. She coined that term, calling black women hyenas. So that's over here. I don't know if you guys seen her, Crimson Cure. I believe that is this page right here, this remnant something. That is not a UK woman. That is a black man over here under a fake account.
I don't know. I mean, I've debated with her before. I really do think that she's a woman. I think that there's quite a few women here on these apps that like hate women a lot. I don't know if you know who Janine Just a Girl is. Like, she
Nah,
hates black women. She makes a lot of, and she shows her face. She makes the same type of content. I would say that maybe it might even be worse.
is
No,
that the
it's
girl
a
that
lot of black
said?
women that really hate black women.
Wait, is that the girl that said ugly women in 304s made the feminine movement, the feminist movement?
I don't know. I know she made like a video that really blew up where she said like black women were like mean. nasty, masculine. Nobody wanted black women because black women are worst of the worst. And she's a black woman.
Yeah, these are the things that
Yeah.
also this remnants lady was talking about today. Like, because I was on her live early in the morning, like 10 o'clock in the morning. I seen that at the gate. I'm like, hold on. I really asked her, like, you really think single moms are the least desired? They're still dating and people are still choosing to marry them with kids. And she was like, then why didn't their baby fathers marry them? They're whores. They're for everybody. They're the least desirable. It was just like so much red pill talking point to the point where, like, I'm like, I don't know. I don't even believe this is a real person. I believe this is a man behind a prompt and behind a voice app.
I think
Well,
that there's just like a lot of women out there that like really want male validation and male attention, and they're willing to do anything to get it. And they know right now that talking about other women will get them that attention that they desire. But you have something to say, Kayla?
oh yeah, no, I was gonna agree with you. I was gonna say there are, unfortunately, I've come into contact with girls, young girls and women, pre TikTok and after TikTok became established in person, where there are women who truly adapt and they pick up talking points of men because they are truly so male centered that their eyes are crossing, so they have they don't have any value outside of talking about relationships and marriage and a man desiring them. Because I didn't grow up in environments like that. My mom instilled in me value at an early age, so my value is my value because that's what I want it to be. But a lot of women, they don't have any they don't have any esteem, or they don't feel valuable outside of the validation of other men and whatnot. So she's just trying to find a weak talking point or a weak spot, a soft spot, to rage bait other women to make herself seem like she's the ideal woman to other men, because she's agreeing with these red pillars and these incels, because that's what they are, incels, that single moms are the least desired. She's like, yeah, I'm on your side. See, I'm on your side. I agree. I think single moms are the least desirable too. And I'm a woman co-signing this. So yeah, look at me, pick me, look at me. Hey, I'm over here. I agree with you. So there are women like this in reality, because I've seen people, I've seen young girls be unalived because of pick me women, because they are wanting so badly for male validation that when they don't get it, they will quite literally endanger another woman or child to get recognition and attention and love, quote unquote, from these men.
All right, I got you. I'm gonna go down here to Supervillain and then Miss Monica, because both of you guys put your hands up. Go ahead. I'll go to yep.
Thank you. I just wanted to say, not that I really care, but I'm just saying it for hypothetical conversation. What do they even mean about least desired? Because my thing is, when a woman goes around and says, "Oh, I got plenty of men in my DMs," the men say, "Oh, they just want you for one thing," and then the same demographic will say that they're the most desired man. So is that meaning that women want to get married to them and not, like, I don't understand what they mean about desirable. And then I'm also gonna say, because this conversation is so tiring, but I said it earlier, the way this community behaves, where a single mother is the boogeyman, but free Ray, free Tyrone, even though he did it. Like, y'all want us to welcome and normalize felons. I really do not get it. I don't understand a community that it's a shame to be a single mother, but you're supposed to get great treatment even though you're a felon. I just Trick, the way this stuff be so backward, I don't get them. This is why I said I do not participate or play respectability politics with this demographic. Again, the people who want to be the measure of morality, the morality police, are also the demographic that can't work in a morgue. Like, y'all have to make this connection, because it's insane. I'm a yield there.
All right. I got you, Supervillain. Let me go over here to Miss Monica and then T Scorpio.
Okay. You know what? Tiffany, when you said, I don't think there is a woman who can do that. Back of my mind, I wanted to say this, but I didn't. I want to interject. I'm like, I guess you haven't met a butch. Like most of the BUTHL women, oh, they cannot stand women, and they're women themselves. Like they will take every aspect of of toxic masculinity and do it 10 times worse. Like that's one. Um, Two, I've came across so many pick me women. Like I can go back to when I was a teenager. Like I met the ultimate pick me woman in my friend circle. They didn't know what a pick me was, but you know, when you were a teenager, there was no coin for that. You just called her a ugly hating ugly hating A B. But yeah, I had one girl. If you realize that, hey, you're like, hey, I got a crush on this guy, she will tell you the conversations that y'all two had as friends amongst each other. Oh, she will tell that guy that you have a crush on every embarrassing detail to the point like he would get turned off by you. And next thing you know, she was like, well, or like if you're like, yeah, I like this guy, and next thing you know, she'll try to embarrass you in front of the guy. I tell your most embarrassing secrets. Like, I remember she was like, oh my God, Monica, you remember you told me that one story that you did this and this and this and this and that? And you're like, why did you do that? Or it was like, oh, you remember that one time you threw up in the middle of the bus and you threw up on that guy's leg and he was about to fight you? Why did you have to tell him that? Like, I've met women who will literally like try to shame you to make sure that a man don't want to be with you anymore. Like, there are women that hate women, and now now she got nothing but girls. I'm like, your karma, but still. Yeah, they will put harm into a woman, to a man. Another excellent one, pick me go. I forgot it's one of those. I think it's TV1. Oh, For My Man. That is that series, that true crime series. Excellent pick me. That's pick me personification. So yeah, that's one thing I'm gonna land on that.
All right, all right. I got you, Miss Monica, and I definitely think that those are great examples for real. A lot of, yeah. Yeah, I got you. I got you. A lot of women that just don't like other women, unfortunately. All right, let me go up here to T Scorpio. Yeah, yeah. T Scorpio next, and then Miss Maya. Go ahead, T Scorpio. Hey, how you doing?
Hey sis, what's going on, my other sis? Good afternoon, everyone. Um, it's so funny. Me and my sister was looking up femicide rate up in other places, and one of the lists that she had was UK, and yeah, every 3 days a man is murdering a woman up in the UK. I mean, if she wants something more interesting to look up, she need to look up that and do something about it. Do something about that over in her country. Just FYI, she too busy being male centered. She need to worry about living because every 3 days, one of their women is being alive by a man or their partner. I'm just saying. And another thing is that I find it funny how they keep saying that how single mothers are the least desirable. But meanwhile, when they cut off stamps, you saw men all over screaming from the rooftop, we about to get some women. There's a whole bunch of mothers that's gonna need some money now that they stamps is off. Hmm. You have men online literally saying all day how they're about to pay for some single mother coochie. And then she says that they are the least desirable. You have men celebrating these women being in desperate mode in a state of survival to give them a crumb of some coochie. Yes, they are gloating about it. They rubbing their hands, licking their lips. Yeah, you can't wait to get some single mother coochie. But she makes this prompt saying how they are the least desirable. The reason why I say we because I'm still. And that's not that I'm not used to still get married because I was married as a single mother. My husband married me, knowing the child was not his. He was around during the pregnancy, knowing I was pregnant by another man. And look, boom, bada bang. He still put the ring on it, still paying bills, still gave me his house. That don't mean nothing if a guy like you. It doesn't mean anything. As a matter of fact, not only he'll take care of you, he'll take care of your child. Look at Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson ran over to the court and put his name on Sierra's son. No one likes to mention those type of men. Oh yeah, I forgot they call them simps. Oh, okay. I guess simps are the only ones who love single mothers then. So that's all I'm gonna say for now. I'm gonna land for now.
All right, I got you. I got you, T. Zuri, you said, can you ask Maya about the black men because is a pick me? What are you saying? I think you got cut off on some of it. What are you oh you're saying she's a pick me. Oh, okay. Oh well, whoa. All right. Well, I guess we about to get into a little bit of stuff. All right, go ahead, Maya. You can go ahead, sis.
Oh, okay. So, single moms are the least desired. Prove me wrong. TikTok friendly language. I've seen this girl before. Honestly, I don't think that single moms are the least desired. Some men do not desire single moms. I don't know why. I think, and those men specifically have kids of their own. I think women should just be as picky as these men because single moms, they have their own situation. But I do see that single moms are talked about. But obviously, we all know a single mother who's gotten married. We all know a single mother who's in a happy relationship. So to say that there's the least desired, I don't understand that. I've been on her live before. She took me off of there because I was copying her accent. But yeah, I don't think single moms are the least desired. If you're pretty and you have a child, or not even that, if you have a good personality and you have a child, I don't think that you are least desired. And even if you are, these men ain't shit anyways. You probably saving they shit. It's probably God saving you anyways. But I want to land my plane right there.
Okay, all right. I got you. I see a guy in the comments saying you said all single moms aren't good though. Like, what does that have to do with anything that we're talking about? All men aren't good. Like, what are you saying? I wish y'all would. Geez, Louise, I just wish that y'all would actually say something that makes some type of sense. What makes nothing that you're saying makes any type of sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? I, You know what I mean? It's like I really wish that like y'all would actually make sense for once. And this is my problem in having like in black men ever having any type of discussion. I would say the majority of them, they never have anything to add to the conversation and nothing that they say makes any sense. Like, so it's just like, what are you talking about? It's literally like just anything that they can say to possibly try to paint women in some type of negative light. That's what they do, and then they wonder why the things are going on into this situation. Like, it's very upsetting.
And can
Um.
I join in that real quick?
Oh yeah.
People act like children aren't the result of smacks. Like they act like, and then I've heard the stereotype where single mothers or mothers in general were like Remnant says, the girl that made this live, that have been basically their HOEs and that they've been another man's dump, and she said pump and dump. But I'm like, there's there's HOEs and 304s that are not pregnant, that don't have kids, that can't have kids. So it's like it's like she's saying we are all saying that single mothers are pump and dumps, but what about the women who pump and dump that don't have kids? And also these men that say single mothers should not get no love. I don't. So they must feel like their mother shouldn't have any love. And they be like, oh, well, my mother's different. Why are you always saying something about my mom? Because your mother is a single mother. So, and should she not get love? Like, I'm confused.
All right. Let me see here. Mrs. B Song. What were you saying?
About single mothers being
Yes.
desirable. Yeah, they kind of are less desirable to a man who don't have children. The most desirability that they have would be with a man who already has children. More than likely, those men will be more suitable for them instead of a man who has no child, because women who don't have any children is definitely not trying to play stepmommy to somebody's baby daddy. So why should men have to play that role or get guilted into playing that when women don't even want to be a liability to a baby daddy because of the emotional stress, the baby mama drama, and the point where they have to take care of someone else's kids that's not theirs. Men don't want that. Women don't want that.
So
That's
let me
also
just say
not
this.
all
Hold
women.
on, everybody. Please don't. Let me say this, Ms. B Song. Where it doesn't make sense to me is that if that was the case, then how come these men aren't marrying? If the only thing a man wants is a woman without children, single mothers and women that have children, at some point they didn't have children. So why didn't these men marry those women that they impregnated? You get what I'm saying? If
And
that's all
also,
these men want.
Yeah, those men are trash, but women choose to procreate with those type of men. Like, yeah, to be honest, those men are very trash, but more than likely, you know someone is not marriage material before you decide to have a baby. Most of these women have children with boyfriends. If you waited a little longer before he even got married, you will see why he's not father material or partner material. But when you're just knacking and, not having that much understanding that,
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Mrs. B Song. Where did you and your husband wait to have intercourse before y'all got married?
no, but we also use protection. That's the thing.
Okay.
So it's not
So
about
let me
waiting
say
till
this.
marriage.
Let me say this. I'll tell you. I'm married, and I didn't have intercourse at all until I got married. So my thing
That's not
is
the
that
point. The point
no,
is
that
that
is
you
the
can
point.
have
That is the
intimacy.
point. Please don't interrupt me. Thanks. I'll let you know when to speak again. So my thing is
I was
that
in the middle of
oftentimes I find,
conversating. You just
please
stopped
don't do
me.
that. Please don't do that. Don't make me drop you, Mrs. B Song. Have some self control. Have some couth. Like, be a respectable woman, like you say that you are, because you're not acting very respectable. Now I've been married for 16 years, so I think I know what I'm talking about here. I find it very problematic when women who were out there giving up their cookies before they were married, out there using protection, being a wild Jezebel woman, out here trying to shame other women that are single mothers and had children outside of wedlock, when you were doing the exact same thing. You just didn't have a child out of it. You're no better. You're not above anybody. You were out there fornicating before you got married. So that's the thing about it. I really find that to be crazy. And that is once again a problem that I feel like a lot of women that want to be like Remnant Princess, the lady whose screen grab I took, or Mrs. B Song, women that have been giving up that pussy outside of marriage, fornicating, being a wicked woman. Now you want to talk about the big, bad, evil single mothers and how they should have known this, that, and the third. Absolutely disgraceful. Okay? Because where does the whole single mother bashing talk come from about having children outside of marriage? That comes from a religious viewpoint. It comes from a biblical viewpoint. And if you want to try to use biblical viewpoints to bash it over other women's heads, then you shouldn't have been out here giving up that pussy before you were married. So I just want to say that. Stop it. If you're not doing what you need to do, don't pick and choose what you want
But
to judge
sex
women
workers
for.
have intimacy and
So once again, I need you to stop and have some control, Miss
W's
B
have
Song. Don't
intimacy as
make me. I'm
well
not gonna
with
listen to
no
you, Miss B
children.
Song. I'm not gonna listen to you, sister. I'm not gonna listen to you. You unmuting yourself and talking over me, that's not the way to do it. It's not the way to do it, sis. Have some self-control. You didn't have self-control before you got married, but have some self-control in this live today. Okay?
May
All
I
right?
speak?
All right. So hold on. So T Scorpio has something to say. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it was mainly towards the dude in the comments.
Go ahead.
I just find it comical how a man will, these dudes will say, some of these dudes will sit there and say how single mothers are least desirable, but they always in a single mother's face. Well, I find it, I believe that a lot of them got rejected by single mothers because they thought that they, their dating options was limited. So they thought that that was their way. They thought it was easier to get with a woman who have children, and she played them. She did whatever she did to him and tossed him to the side. Now they running around on the internet all bitter and upset that that single mother didn't want them. Most likely. And of course, they talking about their mother because a lot of these dudes know that their mothers is undesirable, and the problem is that they watched their mothers serve a man before they fed their children. These are the same little boys that watch their mothers be male centered, chase the man, read his text messages, but never check their homework, and that's why their reading level is on a grade lower than theirs. Right? That's why a lot of these boys. I'm just saying, if their mothers would have took the time to read their homework, they would have found out you don't know math. You're in the seventh grade. Your math is on the fifth grade level. You're in the seventh grade. Your reading level is on the third grader.
Let me say
Right?
this. I'm sorry, T. I just had to say something. This is Saint. This is the guy that's up here talking about people are jealous, liking that you don't date single mothers. Like, nobody wants you to date them. You're taking a picture in your car with a doggone Rick Ross, like Fat Joe beard that's like all looking like one of them Joe Budden beard that look absolutely horrible. That's number one, sir. You look like somebody drew that stuff on. You look absolutely ridiculous and dreadful. Single mothers don't care that you're not dating them. And for you to say that I'm mad, I'm not a single mother. That's number one. But even if I was, which wouldn't be a problem, nobody wants you. Single mothered, no children, married, whatever, nobody wants you. And look at the men that are talking. Let me show you the other man that's talking as well. This is the other man that's talking. You got on lady sunglasses, sir. Lady sunglasses in a car looking like a fruit basket. Nobody cares about you either. And this is what I'm talking about. I really feel like a lot of men, y'all live in delusion about who wants you and who doesn't. I
Just like
think a
women.
woman with 50 million, please stop it, Miss B Song. I'm gonna drop you, sis. This is the last time I tell you. That's your strike, you're on strike 3. You're getting blocked after this. Moving forward. This is what I'm talking about. Men that look like this. You are the ones that are talking about anything. Do y'all know how crazy that is? Do you know how crazy it is for you to have on lady sunglasses to be talking about who wants who? And for Mrs. B Song was out there. Mrs. B Song was out there giving that little pussy up, getting bust down every way since Sunday. Back shots, this, that, and the third. Over here talking about some single mothers like you better than somebody. Shut up, back shot, Beckisha. Get out of here. I don't want to hear it. I don't respect pick-me's at all. And I definitely don't respect hypocritical pick-me's. Now, I'm not here to police anybody's pussy, nor do I care. But the reason why I decided to make fun of you a little bit is because don't come up here trying to shade single mothers when you was out here getting them back shots, baby, and trying to look down at another woman. Do better. Do better. You should be ashamed of yourself. Now I'm gonna block you, okay? Have a great day, Miss B Song. Bye-bye. I think it was, who was that was trying to speak? Tiffany? Go ahead, Tiffany. And then I'm gonna go up here to Jasmine.
Why are they trying so hard to humble single mothers to get them to settle? Because a lot of the times they want single mothers to feel like they have no worth, so they have to take whatever comes at them, right? That's why they're trying to condition single mothers into believing that they're not worth it. For what? So you can have access to them? So that means they are desirable. They're actually the most desirable because you're going out of your way. They're making content about single mothers. They're not making content about single women. It's always single mother as the talking point and the focal point. because they want single mothers. But single mothers are a little bit wiser because they messed up the first time. They're not going to be so lenient the next time. They're more cautious about who they let back into their circle. And men don't like that. So that's why they go so hard trying to humble them, in my opinion.
And you know what else I just wanted to say real quick to the dude in the comments? What's your name? Tarzan. First of all, the fact that your name is Tarzan and you have on lady sunglasses, that's a whole nother problem that we really need to address. Like, honestly, the fact that you're calling yourself Tarzan and you have on lady sunglasses, I don't know what to say. But nobody cared. Nobody's a hit dog hollering. I'm just calling out the very obvious that clearly, respectfully, nobody wants a man like you. Like, they don't. And I think that a lot of times y'all come in here and y'all have these attitudes towards single mothers because y'all live in delusion. Y'all know these ladies don't want y'all. Y'all know a lady like the one that's in the picture that's being used. This lady right here would not give you the time of day, whether she had 1 kid or 18 kids. You know that for a fact. Okay, so please get out of here. But I'm gonna keep going. I think it was I think Maya wanted to speak, and then I'm gonna go up there to Jasmine next.
Thank you so much. I was just gonna say, she said women don't want to date men with kids. That is not true. Some women don't want to date men with kids, but there are also some women who do date men with kids. And so saying that women wouldn't do it so that men shouldn't do it either is not true, because there's some women that does. And back to your point, host, when she was saying that she and her husband use protection is not 100%. If you want no kids at all, you would do abstinence. And I also don't believe they use protection. I just think that that man didn't want to get her pregnant, and that's here nor there. And I just I don't understand why women who has no kids that go out sleeping around being HOEs think they are better than a single mother when in reality you're not. And I land my plane.
All right, I got you, Maya. And I just wanted to say one more time for everybody that knows, I don't care about people having intercourse, people doing anything. I don't care what women do with their bodies. Everybody has a right to do whatever they want to do. I'm not shaming anybody for having intercourse or nothing of that nature. The only reason why I did that to Mrs. B Song is because she was trying to come up here and shame single mothers. And she was doing a lot of that in the chat, talking about, oh, they should know better, single mothers, this, that, and the third, and just trying to make women feel bad. And it's just like, how dare you try to make women feel bad for something that you were doing your doggone self? You're a hypocrite and you're pathetic for even doing that. Like, it really made me sick to my stomach. But anyway, that's all I wanted y'all to know, is that that's the only reason why I said that to her. Is no big deal. Yeah. I don't like hypocrites. I think if anybody was on my live that I had yesterday about Brene and the other lady that came up, I just don't like hypocrites. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't try to shame people. Because even if you're doing something, there's no reason for you to shame other people. That's not right. It's not right for you to try to shame others. Okay, so let me go up here to Miss Cookie. Go ahead, Cookie.
Hey Trig. I just wanted to say I want Supervillain to go before me so she doesn't forget her thought, because I know she wanted to speak.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, supervillain.
No, go ahead, Cookie. I got it written down. I just wanted to say, hey, Cookie. She's from my hometown, so hey, girl, hey.
Hey everybody. Hey girl. Yeah, I just didn't like how she came up saying, like, even when Maya said, like, oh, nobody wants to date single fathers, and it's like, that's not true. Like, that is actually not true at all. As you just said, even with Brene don't got no kids, but she dealing with a man who got more than one child. So it's like, as much as people want to try to paint the picture like people with children prior are not desirable, it's like you're being disingenuous. You're not being honest. And the thing is, this is that just because somebody has child prior to something doesn't devalue them. I feel like that's so rude to say, and it comes with a sense of pride and you trying to big yourself up. You saying that you was laying down on your back talking about, oh, but I use protection. Do you know how many women had a child and they were using protection? They were on birth control and they still ended up with a child. Like, it's like nothing is no better than you, just the fact that you're not a part of that percentile. So it's just like, I feel like people need to be more cautious about the things that they say, because even with this live, when I see this live person pop up, I just put uninterested, because it's just rage bait, and it's rage bait because they're trying to cater to these toxic red pill men. And I believe it's what y'all said, they get rejected by these men, so now it's time for me to go on the internet and try to, suck it from the back, and hopefully somebody will give me some money and some attention. And I land my plane there.
All right, I got you. I just wanted to respond to Talia Renee in the comments. I thought you was a dude at first, so I was about to block you. But what did I say that is hypocritical? I gave you a request for you to get in a box. What did I say that was hypocritical? Please. I'm asking you. Give me one example. Since I've said multiple things that are hypocritical, tell me what I said that was hypocritical, please. Talia Renee, you specifically. I saw you rejected my request for you to get in the box, but just type it in the chat. What did I say? Or give me one instance of something that I've said that's hypocritical. One instance of something that I've said that's hypocritical. Gab.
Hello?
You there, Talia?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Hold on. I can't hear.
I can hear you.
So I watched a live a lot. I don't specifically have anything that you said so far in this live that is hypocritical, but I have watched your lives before where you say things that are hypocritical, and I kind of find it funny that...
Okay, so give me an example.
I just said I can't think of one right now, but...
No, I said previously. You said in the previous live, so give me
I would
another.
have to go back to other lives, and it's just in the moment.
No,
I've
you
heard
just full of
things that
crap.
you
You
have
just full of
said.
crap. I got you.
No, and then you just said I look like a man, but you said
I
you
didn't
want...
say anything
You
that you
said
look
you
like
thought
a man.
I was a man.
I
What
didn't know.
made you
I said
think
I
I was
thought you were a man just from the picture is really small. I couldn't tell. But when I clicked on it, I realized you were a woman. And when I realized that you were a woman, because I can see from clicking on the picture that you're definitely a woman. You don't look like a man at all. I just thought that from just a small picture because I couldn't tell. Then I saw that, yes, you're absolutely a woman. You don't look like a man at all. So that's when I started addressing you, because I was about to just block you because I thought you were a dude. So once again, if I'm so hypocritical, and I'm always hypocritical in my lives, give me an example of something that I said that's been hypocritical. That's all I'm asking for. I didn't say that I wasn't hypocritical, even though I don't think I am. I'm asking you to give me an example since I've done it a lot, right? So what is it? I'm waiting. You can go ahead.
Can I get back with you with an example? Like I said, I have watched a live before where I felt like you were saying things that are hypocritical, but I don't have something off the top of my head right now. So I can get back with you on that if you would like me to.
Yeah, sure. When can you get back with me? While we're on this live today?
I'm finna go look at another live that I've watched before, and I'll come back in the live.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great. I do find it a little strange though if you think that I'm so hypocritical that you keep coming back.
Because I've watched multiple of your lives.
Why would you watch somebody that's a hypocrite?
Because I like the conversations that y'all have. That doesn't mean that I agree with every single thing.
But you like to watch a hypocrite.
I never said I like to watch a hypocrite. I like to listen to the conversations that are being had, because I like watching conversations like these. But that doesn't mean I agree with every single thing that you say. I can still watch something but not agree. Like,
you didn't say that you don't agree. You said that I'm a hypocrite. That's beyond.
You can be hypocritical at times. That's
okay,
just my opinion.
I'll just wait for it. We'll keep the live going, and I'll let you come down, and then you can tell me when I've been hypocritical.
I'll come back.
I doubt you will, but it's okay.
Okay. I'm gonna show you. I think you're being very aggressive a little bit.
So of course I'm being aggressive a little bit. Do you think
all I did was give my opinion?
So do you think that calling somebody a hypocrite is an insult or not?
It's not an insult. It's my opinion.
It could be my opinion that I think that you look like a man. I don't, but that could be my opinion. But that's still insulting, right? That's what you thought I said, and you were offended by that, right? So if I
Trig,
say,
she's
hey, that's what I
stalling.
thought, I think
If
that you
you
look
don't
like a
think
man,
you're
you'd be offended.
She's
hypocritical, if
stalling. Go
you
get the
don't think you're
evidence. She's
hypocritical, why
stalling.
does what I say matter? If you don't think
Nothing
you're
She's
that you say
stalling. Go
matters.
get the
I just
evidence.
asked you because I was curious.
okay,
Nothing
but
that
if
you
you
say
don't
matters.
think that, then you shouldn't be
She's
upset at
stalling.
my
Just
She's
get the
opinion.
stalling. Go
information,
get
just
the
like they
evidence.
said. Get the
Well,
info
I
and
already
come back.
said I'm gonna come back.
All
We
right, then
still
do that.
talking
Then there's
though.
nothing for us to talk about. Then go do that.
Okay, okay,
I'll bring you back up. I will. I
okay,
promise I'll bring you back up. So I'm gonna
okay.
wait. Please hurry too.
I
Calling
will.
somebody a hypocrite and then expecting them not to react a certain way is hypocritical.
That's just crazy.
Like,
Like,
fuck out of
You
here.
know
She was
you're not a
stalling.
go
hypocrite. It
look
should
it
not
up. Stop
matter.
Go
talking to
get the
people.
evidence.
Stop talking to people and go get the stuff that you said. And I'll bring you back up. Go do that. Like for real. I don't even know what else to say. Let me go down here to Supervillain. And then I think it was T Scorpio that had something to say. I really don't even know what she's even talking about, but it's like the reason why even I saw that it was, I thought just from the little picture, because I couldn't read the name. At first I thought the name said Talib, because I don't got on my reading glasses right now. So I thought it was Talib. That's what it said. So I was like, oh, that's a dude. I'm about to keep going because I thought that it was a man. Because you know, y'all, I don't entertain men for the most part. So I was like, I'm just about to block this person. But then I decided to click on the picture and I saw that it was a woman. So that's when I decided to be like, well, why would you say that, sis? You know what I'm saying? So I was genuinely adding her up to hear what she had to say. Of course, that's offensive to me, but I wanted to hear it. But then when she had me bring her up and said, well, I don't know. I don't remember. I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's just like, why you can't? Because I know if I think somebody's a hypocrite, first of all, I'm not going to be in a live, but if I am in a live, I'm definitely going to remember what they said, but I wouldn't be in a live though. But let me just go down here. Go ahead, supervillain. We'll see if
Yeah,
she
she
come
was
back.
stalling. She was stalling. Go get the evidence. I want to say, that's the agent. Because we were making some valid points. Somebody definitely sent her. That was an agent. I just want to say a couple things real quick. Number one, we all know that single means unwed. A lot of the times, these relationships are not legal marriages. A lot of these men convince women to be in spiritual marriages because they don't want to do white tea man paperwork. So I want to throw that out there. It's not that they're undesirable; they're just not married. I also want to say, even in relationships that are married, the wife or the husband can also be undesirable. You can be married and not desire your partner. That's a lot of reason why these men cheat or people cheat in general. I also want to throw out that it's just really sad that women with children are brought up like 99% of the time. That is literally everyone's talking point, to be so undesirable. Yet I don't know if I've ever been on this app one day and a topic hasn't been about single mothers, or the problem to a situation hasn't been blamed on a single mother. Or if I have never, please, I bet you my bottom dollar, I've never been on this app one day without seeing the word single mother, hearing the word single mother, or asking single mothers questions. Like, what does it mean to be undesirable? Because all you hear on this app is single mothers. That is like the top search word or top said word on this app. Ayo.
All right, all right. I got you, supervillain. All right, let me go up here to T Scorpio. And then I'll go to Cal. Hopefully I'm saying that name right. Go ahead, T Scorpio.
Yeah. I was thinking about what the like D Love said. I think that was her name, D Love. I think I got what she was saying. Like, men who don't have children don't want to get with a woman who do have children. You can't even actually say that with 100% confidence, because as we can see, as I mentioned, with Russell Wilson and Sierra, he didn't have no children. She had a child, and he still married her, and they have other children and more children in the marriage, right? When it comes to a man that loves a woman, it usually don't even matter with the kids or not. It don't matter. It's women that don't have kids that got with a guy who do have kids, and there's some men who have kids, don't have kids and got with a woman who do have kids. Is too many examples out here that we have seen every single day. And like I said, when I use myself as an example, I was my husband have two children from his previous marriage, and I have my one child that I have now. So, and he still got remarried, decided to marry me. So, I mean, if when they say desirable, if they
I'm
never said,
sorry.
wait, what, hello? Are you back? Oh, I was about to
Let
yield so
you
she can
finish. My
talk.
bad. Y'all could go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, no problem, no problem. Like I said, it never said that. It just said single mothers are the least desirable. It never said to what kind of man. It could be a single mother could be desirable to an older man. A single mother could be desirable to a younger man. A man that's like middle age, whatever the case may be. So to say how to try to point out a particular type of man that's interested in a single woman, you can't you can't really necessarily say it like that. And me showing my ring was only to show the dudes that was saying how, oh, y'all not desirable to get married. Got married. It's the man. It has nothing to do with, and it could be the most qualified man, a so-called high value man, a man of quality will see that a woman, that she's focused, she's on her grind, she's a good mother, and that alone can attract a man of quality because he sees that she's family orientated and she's loyal. No, I don't think no healthy minded man who has a desire to have children with a woman is he see an example of her being a bad mother to the child that she has now. I mean, I personally, I don't, like I said, I
So,
don't think no healthy-minded man would like that. So
oh,
yeah, go ahead.
all right, I got you. I got you. Thanks, T. All right. So, Cal, I'm gonna skip you just for 1 second to go here to Leah, I think it is. So did you got your example now?
Yes, I have my example.
Okay, go ahead.
So I just remember from the last live with the girl who I felt like everybody was dogpiling her for saying that she do understand that there's not a lot of good men out here, but she does want to have a relationship with and have kids with a black man so that she can have a fully black child. And I've heard you say that you're all for black women creating the life that they choose and like whatever makes them happy. You said you were all for that, but I just think it's funny how you allowed people to come on here and dogpile her for having that opinion.
Okay, so first of all, let me just say this first. That's not the definition of a hypocrite, but if we want to go with that, we can go with that. But let me just say that when people were up here, I said that I didn't see anything wrong with what she said. I said, hey, I don't agree with anything that anybody's saying. I said, I don't think that there's anything wrong with what you're saying that you want. You said that you want a black husband. You said that you want a black child. I said, I don't see anything wrong with that. I said, I'm happy for whatever black women choose. I said that several times. I validated her and affirmed her multiple times. When the other women that had something to say, that she was talking, I muted their mics and said, let her finish on what she's saying. I did that multiple times. That's not even the first time that she had problems with people on the live. She had problems with multiple people that she sent me DMs about. She said, I don't feel comfortable. I think the other ladies don't like me. She had a problem with a lady that I don't think really anybody has problems with. I was like, oh, you have a problem with her? I say, hey, well, if you have a problem with her, you want to address it the very next time you come on, I'll give you the space for you to do that. She sent me another DM after she went in the live and said, no, I decided not to do that. This happened multiple times. I spent literally over an hour validating this woman, telling her that there was nothing wrong with what she said. I said, however, this is a space for black women, and we all are strong personalities. We all are intellectuals. We all are thinking. We're all going to have discourse and disagreements. The only thing that we can do is I'm going to let you guys go back and forth and maintain myself being impartial. I've had black women really go at it against each other. Some women I really, really like. And some women's like, oh, I don't know. I still never say nothing to show my point or who I agree with or who I disagree with. So what I did in that instance was did the exact same thing. Said, hey, express yourself. Tell them how you feel. I will make sure that nobody calls anybody out their name, calls anybody the B word, gets really crazy. But if we are just attacking each other's points and not each other, then what do I look like stepping in and trying to control what people are saying? I didn't allow anybody to dogpile on anybody at all. So I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I said that I agree with what she had to say. I said, I don't think that there's anything wrong with what she has to say. So how is that being hypocritical? What? I'm confused.
They weren't attacking just her point. They were attacking her. They were calling her pick me's, and even
Yes, and I said
when I just
what
left.
I said,
But wait though, when
wait
I
a
just
minute. Let me
left the
say this.
live,
I'll let you speak. Let me say this. I also said, I do not think that you're a pick me. I said that at least 10 times. There's a live stream that anybody that wants to can go look up right now. Is Do Not Date a Felon. Y'all can look it up right now. If you go to this fast forward to the last about hour and 15 minutes of the live, you can see that I said multiple times, I do not believe you're a pick me. I said, I don't believe she's a pick me, y'all. I don't. Then there were people that said, well, I do. What can I do against that? Can I go into their houses and say,
no,
she's
you
not?
can't. But
What
this
can I
is your
do?
platform. If you don't agree with with them attacking her, then
They didn't
I
attack
just
her.
feel like they did though. They were calling her pick me's. They were just saying all kind of mean stuff to her for no reason, just because she had that specific view. And I just think, yes, you weren't doing it personally, but because this is your platform, I just feel like you shouldn't have allowed them to do it, because I feel like that is hypocritical. If you don't agree
Yes,
with
that's how
it,
you feel. I can't help how you feel. If you feel
you're
like that,
right.
if you feel like that
Well,
I dropped the ball.
you told me to tell why I feel. So
I
that's
Yes,
all I'm
and I don't
doing.
have a problem with you saying that. I'm glad that you did say that because what you're saying is absolutely nuts. That's number one, and that's fine.
What
You
makes
can
it
feel
nuts
it's
though?
absolutely look. I cannot control other people
You
and what
can't,
they
but this
say.
is your
I cannot
platform.
exactly. It's my platform. It's a
When
safe
men come
space.
up there, you don't
So
hesitate to control.
let me say this. All right, please. This is a space for Black women to come. This doesn't mean it's a perfect space. It doesn't mean that it's a playground space. It doesn't mean that everybody's going to be nice. It doesn't mean that there aren't going to be disagreements. It doesn't mean that there aren't going to be arguments. It doesn't mean any of that, because what we are is we're all imperfect people walking through this life. So what do I look like trying to intervene and people having a discussion? She told me in the DMs, I can stand up for myself. I'm going to come up there and say what I don't like and what people are saying to me and how I disagree. She came up in a live to address something that people said on YouTube about her. The people that are on YouTube that comment on my videos don't even come to TikTok for the most part. So once again, she even started it off in a bad faith direction because you're arguing and debating and upset at people that aren't even there. So you're bringing the energy that directing it to people that aren't even going to hear you. So once again, if you don't like what I did, is not hypocritical by the definition of the word. But if you don't like how I handle things here, that you want me to be more of a police officer to grown women, I'm not going to do it. Just like you came up here and said what you have to say, just like I'm going back at you. That's how things are supposed to happen over here with me, because I feel like that's the only way that I can do to where everybody feels like I'm not policing them or not controlling them. If you are a person and you feel like you can't stand up to other people, or you feel like you're going to be hurt that people called you a pick me, there's nothing I can do about that. You probably might not want to be in a space. I would never let anybody call her a bitch. I would never let anybody call her out of her name, attack her looks, talk about her body. I would say, hey, y'all, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're going to talk about what's happening. They thought by what she said, that's what she was. All I can do is say, I don't agree, which I said multiple times. Other than that, I don't know what y'all be wanting me to do. There's a lot of people that DM me on the back end. I am not Jehovah God. I am not Jesus Christ. I am not nobody's mama. I am nobody. I'm a Black woman just like y'all. Who am I at the end of the day? Nobody. So how can I tell other grown women what to do? Maybe I'll start putting a disclaimer, enter at your own risk. If you soft, don't come over here. Because some women might come at you and you're going to have to come back at them. Do you know how many Black women have said things to me out of pocket? I just address it. And if you don't think that you can do that, this might not be the space for you. And if you think, excuse me, if you think that women calling you a pick me and saying they disagree with what you said is bullying, I promise you that is the ultimate definition of soft. Someone calling you a pick me, people called me a pick me before. It's women that call me a pick me just because I'm married. I just brushed that off. Like, okay, you just called me a hypocrite in the chat and on the live. And you attacking me for how I run my space as opposed to just exiting out and hitting the block button. I could be going crazy about that. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at what Talia said to me. Oh, why is she dogpiling on me? Why is she hurting my feelings like this? Oh my God. Am I doing that? No, no. I'm just telling you how I feel. And you can tell me how you feel. And at the end of the day, if we don't agree, you can block me, I can block you, and we can move forward. But what exactly do you want? We're grown people. I'm confused. Like, what? Are we not grown here? What? Like, you can unmute yourself, Talia, because I'm confused. I'm I'm confused. They hear you. Go ahead, Talia. I'm really confused. I'm interested to hear your point and your perspective because I don't want you to think just because you don't agree that I'm not going to let you talk. Go ahead.
Honestly, on Trigger, I don't have a problem with you. I appreciate your perspective, but I just think, in my opinion, I think because this is your platform, I just think we can disagree in a respectful way. Like, even with the people in the comments now, they're calling me uneducated just because I have a different opinion. And I think a lot of times that's where people go wrong. You think just because, and just like with you saying that you don't believe you're a hypocrite, that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. I am to mine. So I just feel like, why can't we just have different opinions without trying to attack each other? Like, I just don't agree with that. I just think because this is your platform that you shouldn't allow that aspect of it. It's okay to disagree with somebody. It's okay to, go against their point. But once you start coming for that individual, I just don't agree with that.
Okay, so I'm just going to say, and I'll just say it one more time. I am an adult. So are you. So are all the ladies that come up here. I'm not anyone's babysitter. A safe space for black women. Let me just finish. A safe space for black women means a safe space for all black women. Whether you're a nice black woman, whether you're a mean black woman, whatever, whether you're in between, whether you're sour and sweet, it's for every black woman to come and let her feelings be heard, how she feels about herself, or have debates or have discussions. One of the main rules that I have here is that I won't let other black women cuss at each other. I'm not going to let y'all call each other the B word. I'm not going to let y'all, like, I've seen lives where people talk about people looks real crazy, talk about people's bodies, talk about people's kids, do a whole lot of stuff like that. That's a main hard line for me. I'm not going to allow black women to do. But if you're having a discussion, people call you a pick me, people disagree with you, people are calling you uneducated, or people are doing this, that, and the third, those are just regular debates. Go back and forth with them. You should be able to stand up on your own too and do that. And that's how I feel. And if that's something that you're not in line with, that's cool. Just don't come around. And just like you said that you had a problem with people dogpiling, like, I think that you don't understand that the word hypocrite is an insult, right? A hypocrite is an insult. The definition of hypocrisy is this, and I'm going to give it to you. The definition of hypocrisy is the practice of claiming to have moral standards or beliefs to which one's own behavior does not conform. Let me say this. I said that I really believe in protecting black women, right? Me. I can't tell other black women to protect other black women. They can choose to do that or not. When she was in here and people were saying things to her, calling her a pick me, I said, hey, y'all, I don't think so. I don't believe that. I don't think that she's a pick me. I understand what she's saying, y'all. I don't think that. I affirmed her. I said, I think that you're a great sister. I think that you're an intelligent sister. I hope that you come back. I hope that you ignore the things that people are saying and let it roll off your back and come back and debate and fight another day. That's what I said. So me personally, what I did was exactly what I said. So I didn't engage in any type of hypocrisy at all by the strict definition of the word. You want to hold me accountable for what somebody else did. And I find that to be completely crazy. To hold me, a grown woman, responsible for the actions of others. That's nuts to me, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you didn't know, I had a long conversation with the woman that you were speaking about in the DMs. She told me again, I'm upset at what the lady said to me. I said, I'm so sorry that you feel that way. I said, once again, I just want to tell you, sister, I don't think that you're a pick me. I don't think there's anything wrong with you wanting a man, as long as you don't make that the end all be all of your life. I told her a lot of things. I gave her a lot of voice notes. I talked to her for at least another hour out of my day when I was supposed to be editing videos. Do you know what happened at the end of that? She said, well, I don't have any problems with you. I think that you did what you needed to do, but I don't like the women there, so I'm never coming back. and she blocked me. So I don't know exactly what you expected me to do. I protected her on the live and I affirmed her for another hour in my DMs and she still blocked me. So exactly what do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to do? I honestly, like, but I'm really just done talking about it because I thought you was about to come up with something better than what you came up with. And I knew that you wasn't going to because I just knew that you weren't. But okay, let me go back down here. I'm gonna go to supervillain. Oh, did you have anything else to say,
I
Talia?
don't have to say nothing else to you because I think it ran its course. It's nothing more to say. But at the same time, I don't agree with the people in the comments. Like they're going to my page, calling me a single mom because I have 2 kids. When it's like you don't even know me. So that I
But
think that
but once
aspect.
again, you
Wait,
got to
hold
deal
on
with those people.
1 second. That's I guess like I'm not gonna tell anybody how to run their platform. This is your platform. You run it however you choose. But at the same time, I just don't agree with allowing people to do that. Like again, my point still stands.
You just once again you said allow. I can't
But this
stop
is your
anyone from doing
platform,
anything.
though. You can mute,
So
like
so
you can
basically,
mute
you want
them from
me.
commenting. You can, like,
Okay,
I
so
just think
because
that
you
goes
came up here,
into.
because
Okay,
okay,
we
so let
could
me say
just
this.
let it go. We could just
Hold
let it
on.
go.
Because okay, you can go. I'll make sure that you don't have the ability to come back. But I'll just say that I find this to be crazy. That once again, she's holding me responsible for the actions of other people. So you came up here, called me a hypocrite, dogged me out in the comments, and trying to hold me accountable for somebody else's actions, and you want me to mute people on your behalf? In what world does that work? If somebody came up to you and disrespected you, and then you saw people doing something to them, and they said, "Hey, Talia, protect me," would you do that? Would you do that for them, or would you look at them like they were completely insane? I guess, I mean, do you not know the definition of the word hypocrite or no? Do you think that means that you call me a beautiful woman, a great woman, an intelligent woman, or what? Is that not an insult
That's
or
my
what?
opinion. Listen, that
It doesn't
I
matter what
listen.
the
I was
opinion is. It's
told.
still an
Listen,
insult.
growing
It's
up,
still an insult.
I was told that I was selfish my whole entire life. Do you think I took that as an insult?
I
No,
don't care what you
that
took
is
it
how
as.
people.
I'm
But
not
that's how
you.
people viewed me. It's not a. It
If
has
that's
nothing
the
to do with
case,
being
if that's the
insulted. I
case, she
just
should
gave
have.
my opinions based on the things that you say at times. My opinion does not go. It doesn't mean my opinion is law. If you don't feel like you're a hypocrite, cool. I just gave my opinion, but that don't mean I dogged you out or I insulted you. I don't see that as an
Okay,
insult.
that's
I
because
just
you're not seeing
told
things
how
clearly,
I
Talia.
see you, how I just gave my opinion
Talia,
on the things that.
You're not
So is
seeing things
it their
clearly.
consensus?
Calling someone a hypocrite is an insult, no matter how you get it. And just because you say this is your opinion, everybody has a right to their opinion, but it doesn't mean that their opinion, if they direct it to somebody else, is not rude. If I see somebody and I say, "Oh, wow, dang, you're ugly," and they say, "Wow, why would you call me ugly? I'm offended by that." They say, "Well, that's just my opinion. I think you're ugly." But that doesn't mean that that's just my opinion. That's just what I think. That's still offensive, right? Do you not understand that, Talia, or no?
You said ugly. That's the. I just gave.
Hypocritical is
Okay,
also an
well, you're
insult,
right. I
babe.
can give you that. That can be subjective as well. But I just don't think somebody feeling like you're a
That's
hypocrite
because you
is
don't think so.
insulting.
You don't
Like
think
what?
so.
Well,
You
what
don't
makes
think
it
so.
insulting
You
then?
don't
Like I
think
don't.
so. You don't
You're
get to
right. I
police
just
how
gave
somebody
my
else
opinion, but
feels.
what makes it insulting? What?
Because it's insulting to me. How in the world are you? This is actually hypocrisy. You're going to tell me, police me on how I feel about something that you say and tell me that it's not that big a deal. But then tell me that other people can't say nothing to you and they tell you that it's not that big a deal. That doesn't make any sense. Like people told the girl, Rena, that it wasn't a big deal what they said. And she said that it is a big deal. And so you said it is a big deal because she said it's a big deal. But now that same logic doesn't apply to me. Or no, I just really wish that sometimes when y'all would say things to me, y'all would actually think about the rationale behind the things that you're saying, that it's illogical and it doesn't make any sense. But it is what it is.
How's she gonna tell you
She's
not to be?
gone. She dropped, babe.
How's she gonna tell you not to be offended by something, and then tell you that the other chick is offended by what the other chick said? Like that don't make sense. You can't do it that way.
Y'all didn't got my husband turned up because he didn't heard everything. But let me go down here to supervillain. You have something to say, supervillain?
Yeah, I was trying to be funny. I was just gonna say, can you mute her? I don't like what she's saying because apparently You can mute people when someone else doesn't like what is being said. I just want to say one thing in the grand scheme of things, as somebody who has personally been clobbered by Trig's comment section, y'all. Y'all really have to, if you're gonna be in this space, y'all got to be strong. If you're strong enough to get up here and say something, you have to be strong enough to receive the repercussions. No, everyone's not gonna like what you're gonna say. And it's crazy how everything is cool. We even participate in the crowd commenting until it's something we don't like. Then we see, man, that's some form of not being nice. But when you participated, when the topic was of your liking or the topic was something you agreed with, you didn't ever find it wrong. I'm going to say one thing in this whole space. This is one of the only places now, and I like how you describe safe space, Trig, because people think safe means nobody's going to judge you on what you're saying. Safe means you're going to have the ability to say what you need to say, and she gives you ample time to say it. Trig literally affirmed that woman for 20 minutes. I just finished watching the live last night. For 20 minutes, affirm that woman. We got to understand something. We're all not going to agree, and that is okay. It doesn't mean it's the end of the program. You come back tomorrow and regroup. And I'm going to just say this last thing. If anybody should feel offended and anything that goes on, it is literally Trig. Trig gets slapped for what she says. Trig gets slapped for what other people say that she don't even agree with. I don't know if you've been to her comment sections in YouTube, but it's crazy over there.
I'm sorry, supervillain. I just had to interject one time to this woman named Soft Wife Life who follows me. I'm gonna tell you right now. One of my boundaries is talking about my husband, talking about like he's feminine or whatever the case may be. My husband is a protector and always protects me anytime he sees something crazy going on. So the fact that you and your wig has something to say about my husband, now that's something that'll get me really activated. I really don't want to tear you to pieces. I really don't. I'm going to try my best to keep it cute with you, but you need to take you and your shake and go wig and get up out my page. Okay. And this is the only time I'm going to be nice to you because I'm being nice to you because that part needs to be plucked. You know what I'm saying? And you need to stop wearing syntheticas and actually spend you some money if you have such a soft life and get yourself a human hair wig because you wearing a wig that looks like a helmet is not a good look. You be better off wearing your natural hair than wearing something that looks like a beanie cap. Okay? Look like you got on a snapback, but you got a soft life. If you had a soft life like you say, your husband will buy you some better hair. So that's feminine in my opinion for your husband to have you walking around with a doggone football helmet on, looking like you should be saying, hut one, hut two, hut one, punting something somewhere, okay? So please don't do me, sis. All right? I don't know. I don't know. She just had something to say, and I really didn't even want to do her like that. I'm really being nice and taking it easy, but don't do that, sis. Don't make me drag you, cause I will drag you talking about my husband. All right, for him trying to protect me. All right, so don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, go ahead, supervillain. I'm sorry. Let me block this lady.
No, do what you gotta do. I'm gonna end by saying I am one of those women who enjoy vegetarian or vegan hair. So y'all stop hating on the synthetic. It can be done very well. You just gotta take your time to do it. So I am one of those vegan hair wearers. Thank you.
That's fine. That's fine. I was just like, her part was really blowing me. Like, you know, back in the day when people used to have the wigs that didn't really have the part in it, and it was on YouTube and they was using like the white eyeliner pen to draw down to define the part. That's exactly what she looked like she's doing here in 2025, using white eyeliner to define her part. That was just absolutely a tragedy and a travesty of justice. And I just cannot get down with that. You the last person. She's just the last person that needs to be talking. But let me go up here to Cal because she waited so long and patiently. I'm sorry, y'all, that drama happened, sis. You can go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead, Cal. Let me know if I'm mispronouncing your name as well. If you're still there, sis, because I know it was a long time. Yeah.
I just had to figure out how to unmute my mic. I never been on live before on TikTok. So I came to say that like this topic is kind of new to me because I recently became a single mom this year in August, and it's of two kids that are not biologically mine. And since I first started walking around with my two kids, because they're mine, regardless if they came out of me or not. It has been very different with men. Like, I'm the type of woman, I go out, I get seen, I get catcalled, all that stuff like that, and I have no problems just turning heads. Now that I have 2 kids, people look at me like I don't know, like I don't even know how to explain it. Like, the only people that look at me is old crusty men looking for a caregiver, and or just young men looking for a home. So I guess they see me as an extra mammy now. I don't know what it is, but I wasn't here for the beginning of the live to really know everything that was said, but like, it's not that we're least desire. I think like, I mean, some men might say that out their mouth, but in reality, for me personally, I just don't desire these men. Like, now I'm at a point where these men, I'm realizing how trash they really are, especially being as though I have kids now. Like, I can really use my discernment more than I did before to really point out the bull crap that they be spilling. And on top of that, I'm already a mother of 2 kids. I'm not trying to take care of you as well. And also, like, just how they look at me differently. And at first it did bother me, but then I'm like, listen, like, these are my siblings at the end of the day. If you looking at me and thinking low of me because I'm taking care of my siblings when their parents can't step up and do the job, then you're not the man for me anyway. Because that should be something that's highly respected by a man, that, or I don't know what, I can't even say that. Because black men be letting me down. They be letting me down. So I can't even say that should be respected. I really don't know what their issue is. I really don't. I just know, regardless of what, as a single mom, we go through a lot. And I haven't been a single mom for too long, but I've been through enough to be able to say that we go through a lot. There's a lot of responsibility on our shoulders. There's a lot that we have to carry. And at the end of the day, we're raising kids. We don't need no man coming in here, and we got to raise him too. And I'm not trying to come on here all aggressive or go at men. I ain't even say hi to everybody. I'm sorry. Hi. I was just too excited. It's just, I don't know. Like, I see it more than I seen it before. Before, I had a bunch of mothers as friends just because that's who I related to more. And I seen what they go through from the outside looking in, but actually being here, going through it with them, we deserve way more respect than we get, especially from these men that want to be coddled. Like, I'm gonna land my plane there because I'm gonna just keep recycling. But yeah, I'm gonna land my plane there.
All right. I got you, Cal. Appreciate you. I think it was Tiffany that had something to say, and then I'll go up here to Emperor and Gabrielle. Do you have something to say, Tiff?
Yeah, love. I want to expound on what Kai was just saying, that we do deserve more respect than we get, but it seems like we get it from every angle. When we're not getting it from men, we're getting it from other women, correct? We're getting it from society, we're getting it from within and from without, right? Where do you think the hate comes from? Where does everybody believe the hatred for single mothers come from? Like, what is the obsession with humbling us? Why do they want us broken? Why do they want us to not be able to sustain life? Because we chose to carry life, right? Like the other hypocrite that came up here was getting bent over backwards, but want to judge single mothers for doing the same thing, but choosing life at the end of it, not choosing death. Why do we get so much hatred? Where does it come from?
Yeah. I mean, I tell you what, Tiffany, I've thought about that a lot, but I really think that it's because at the end of the day, the men that speak like that hate women. And I think the women that speak like that hope that if they act like they're different, that they can get the attention of those men that hate women, but not realizing that if they get the attention of those men, things will never work out because they hate women. And I think that's what it's rooted in, because, you know, it's kind of like, it's doggone if you do, doggone if you don't, because men press women for intercourse. You have men complaining every day about how they bought a woman a McChicken at McDonald's and they think that she should drop the drawers, on how they think that they held the door open for her and she needs to drop the drawers. how they bought her a $12 Long Island iced tea at the club, so she should drop the draws. So what happens when people have intercourse? There's a possibility of procreation because that's really what it's for. So the fact that you're shaming women for engaging in activity that you build your whole life around as a man and trying to obtain, because that's a lot of men's laser focus, is trying to figure out how they can bamboozle some woman out of their pussy. So I really think that it's really crazy that this is even a thing, but I really do think that it's rooted in the hatred of women, honestly. And that's the bottom line. And also what it's rooted in is rooted in shaming black women, because there are plenty of races of women that are single mothers. White
But
tea
we do
women,
it
if
the
anybody
most.
didn't know, white women are the new face of single mothers. There's a lot of them. And I think it's like 92% of white tea women that get with black men and have a child are single mothers, but no one ever talks about them. So I really think that a lot of it also is rooted in shaming and degrading and belittling black women. But I gotta go up here to Emperor and then Gabrielle. Go ahead, Emperor. You there?
Yeah, I'm right here. What's going on?
Okay, hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. So like, are single mothers, are they the least desirable woman? Uh, I would say like, um, as somebody who basically used to, I used to be like, you know what I'm saying, like a dating kind of like, I guess you would say like kind of like a dating coach back in the day before I became abstinent. I've been abstinent now 2 years, so I'm actually waiting on marriage myself. I believe everybody should do that. And I believe obviously it wouldn't be like a, like an epidemic of what's going on right now with so many single mothers and things like that. Because biologically, as a man, I could tell you it's just very much like it's undesirable, especially if you don't have children yourself, to want to be with a woman who is a single mother. You know what I'm saying? But I've come.
Yeah, you're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blockity blocked. I just blocked them. Anybody calling himself Emperor Jesus and then talking about that you just been abstinent for 2 years, you little dirty dick bastard. I really don't want to hear anything that you have to say about women, about their bodies, who's having children, that they're undesirable, this, that, and the third. You can take your little goofy weirdo self about it, this panel, but he's blocked, so he can't even hear anything
Yeah,
that I had to say. But I just want y'all to know he is gone.
yeah,
Gone.
trigger. I was gonna tell you because I was washing dishes, so my hands was wet. That he's like he used to be red pill. He used to coach, but he say he used to be a dating coach. He used to coach men to be red pill, but didn't have a woman when he was doing that. But he's a troll. Like he really believes the stuff that he believes, but it's really all in delusion.
Yeah, he sounded like a loser. And I already knew from what he commented in the chat that I was already probably going to end up blocking him within a couple seconds of him speaking. But for fairness, I just was like, I'm not even for fairness. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I just wanted to see what he was going to say so that we could have a big kiki. But yeah, I already knew that he wasn't going to last long. But it's just like, you talk about you, never mind. Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all know I blocked that man. Let me go up here to Gabrielle and then Miss Simply. Go ahead, Gabrielle. This is a crazy live, and I really did not expect this live to be this crazy. This is nuts. Go ahead.
Yeah, hey, good
Hey,
afternoon.
sis.
I definitely want to weigh on this. I really think it's unfortunate the way that a lot of males talk about single moms, and I'm saying that someone who's child free, who doesn't want to have kids. I think it's interesting that males, degrade single moms, and yet they also, in a lot of these red pill spaces, will openly talk about how they intentionally get women pregnant with no intention of committing to the woman, because they look at it as almost like a sense of ownership. Like, there has been an increasing amount of like red pill guys saying that they think if they have a kid with a woman or get a woman pregnant, that will make it easier for them to always have a place to go, or to always be tied to that kid. I mean, I was on Twitter the other day and there was some guy, he was BLK, and he tweeted something and it said something to the effect of get her pregnant and ruin her December plans. So it's like, at this point, males have all of this animosity towards single moms, and it's like a lot of them were raised by single moms, so it's like they don't have any respect for single moms. They openly look at and not all men, but like a lot of males, especially the ones who are in the red pill spaces, a lot of them look at getting a woman pregnant as a way of punishing her, of derailing her, of stopping her plans. And that's why they degrade women who are single moms today, because they look at it as like, oh, some other man conquered you. Like they don't look at it as family or as like building a family or whatever the case may be. Like they look at it as purely punishment. And I think that is why that's why that they are degrading single moms. It's really unfortunate. And in the same breath, there are all of these articles about declining birth rates. Why aren't more women having kids? Blah blah blah. And it's like, because a lot of us see what is happening and see what I know a lot of the other ladies on the chat have mentioned the things that moms go through. And there are males who will be raised by single moms and they'll grow up and they'll say, oh, I understand why my dad left. And it's like, they have no respect for their moms, for the sacrifices their moms made, for any of it. And it's really unfortunate, but that is just kind of what I think about. I've seen a lot of, like, I lurk in a lot of like red pill manosphere spaces. I've seen the way a lot of them talk about single moms and the way they talk about pregnancy and, women. And yeah, but I'll land my plane there.
All right, I got you, Gabrielle, and I appreciate you, sis, too, because I haven't seen you in a little while. I know that you was planning on getting up out of here, so I thought that you were probably gone because you was making the rest of your plans to do that. But I'm glad I got a chance to talk to you today. But yeah, you guys, I'm definitely about to end this live. Of course, I'm gonna get to Miss Carmel, but this live was crazy. Honestly, like I tell you guys all the time with anybody that comes in here a lot. Anytime there's a live where the lives that get real crazy are always lives that I never expected. I thought that it would just be a live with my regular people and that would have been it. The lives that get crazy, I'm always flabbergasted because it's a topic I never would have thought that would have been that crazy. But while I got people in here, if there's anybody new in here, I do have a pay channel, YT channel, and just go over there and all you have to do is click on my page. The link is in my bio over here. Click on it, it'll take you there. And I do upload every day at 6 a.m. And I also upload these lives as well when I feel like it, certain ones. So this live was crazy. That lady that called me hypocrite and all this was just, that was a lot. Okay. That was a lot. But let me go up here to Miss Carmel. Go ahead, sis.
Hey, good afternoon, Trigger. Good morning, good afternoon, ladies. Yeah, girl, this live was definitely crazy. And when I first requested up, I don't know what was going on with my service, but I think my service kept dropping me. But I was like out running my errands. And do you not know that whole time when I first initially requested up, I thought I was still like on the panel. And then when I ended up looking, I was like, dang, I'm not even on there because I know you was like getting to the other ladies, and I was like, dang, I wonder if she I don't know, not necessarily forgot all about me because I know you didn't, but yeah, I don't know. I think my service was messing up and it kept dropping me. But yeah, like I was listening to everything. It definitely was crazy. I don't know what the heck that girl, and I think what it is just that we just living in a day and time of like everybody is just so hypersensitive and and then coupling that with, I hate to say it, but like the lack of education. It's like, people don't know the definition of the words and using it in the wrong terms. And don't get me wrong, I know sometimes I may do it too, like if I'm like shy or something like that, or stumbling over my words. But anyway, the whole single mom topic is definitely not just the men. It's like the pick me's, and it's like we just get hate like all like from everybody. I mean, it's not just the men, it's the women too. Like, and it's the male-centered women who are just feeding into to the rhetoric and just regurgitating the same thing that they hear men say. And I even see like Reddit, because I'm on Reddit a lot, and I even see like a lot of Reddit posts about like it's like a whole group of women who are just, and it's nothing wrong with basking in your, I guess, the right to be like, if you choose not to have children and you choose not to get married and you find in some level of empowerment in there. But my issue is the hate, that the backlash. It's like, why we gotta demonize, or like, it's like as women we already don't like in society we're not granted, no one gives us grace, no one makes excuses for us, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't see single fathers getting demonized the way that we see single moms. It's like we can't make no mistakes. We can't learn from our mistakes. We can't grow. We can't evolve. It's like, no, you got to be demonized and shamed for the rest of your life, like this shaming culture. And yeah, as far as Remnant Princess, I do remember that live where you guys debated on, and I swear I think that she's a single mom herself. Because I think in that live we heard like some kids in the background, and she was saying yeah, like she had kids, but she was making it seem like she was married. I look, I don't put nothing past nobody. If it was up to me, I think that she's a single mom. She probably feel ashamed, and now she's just like projecting that shame on the other women or something. I don't know, but yeah, I definitely feel like it's a lack of a communist type of attitude in our society. Like nobody really gives a heck about women and children. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not. I don't know. Like no one cares about the children. No one cares about the struggles, you know what I'm saying? Like it should be about the children at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like why, me having a child equals to, me losing my value. And mind you, I am a mom of three. I really don't like talking about like my personal life and things like that, but I am a mom of three. But I can say like I never had any issues with feeling what you call it, what they say, feeling wanted or desired by other men. But I don't really. I know initially when I first was getting on TikTok, I used to kind of like feel like maybe I was like internalizing the shame and things at first. So like I don't post my children. I don't post anything. I live my life outside of social media. But when I first kept like saying and coming across like the single mom shame, I wasn't really like at first it was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how people really feel out here. But, after just learning, and just educating myself and just realizing and accepting the way that men are in society is in general, it's like, I don't really care because I don't really care to be desired by the collective of these men anyway. Like just like what you were saying about that one guy that came on here and acting like somebody care about being desired. Like half of these men that's talking ish and shaming us, don't nobody want y'all anyway. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's looking at y'all anyway. Nobody's losing sleep about you not wanting and desiring me. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you're doing me a favor by not chasing behind me. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't nobody care. Most of these men are dust buckets anyway. They don't care about women, don't care about children, don't value themselves or their community or anything. So, I mean, at the end of the day, no one cares about being desired. But yeah, as far as the women though, I mean, it is hurtful. I do see like the rise in the women who are independent and they're choosing to not birth or bear children, get married, things like that. It's like they're so it's nothing wrong with living in empowerment, empowering yourself there, but to big up yourself, to use that to big up yourself and kind of ish on other women who have children, you know what I'm saying? And like, oh, look at me, I don't have to have those problems, or I even kind of find it hard to maintain relationships with other women who don't have children because I have children myself. I find myself trying to like make other like single mom, friends and things like that, women who I can kind of share
Yep.
and relate there, because it's like a lot of women nowadays too, they're just kind of like using it to like other themselves and like, oh, well, I'm glad I don't have children, or they'll look at you with your toddler or something, or your teenager, and they're like, I'm glad I chose not to have children. I'm glad, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, why do we got to do all that? You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's definitely problematic to me. It's like, at the end of the day, if you're happy with your decision, be happy with your decision. You don't have to try to shit on the next woman, you know what I'm saying, or other yourself and, make yourself feel whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're okay with your decision not have children, not be
I
married,
got.
cool. But yeah, girl, that's the only issue that I really find that I'm having and where I'm seeing. But yeah, I definitely love everything, agree with all the talking points, everything, girl, like I said. And even with you explaining the whole safe space thing earlier too, like, yeah, because I think a lot of people get that mixed up as well. We can
Yeah.
definitely agree to not disagree and, whatever.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that moving forward, I think that what I'm gonna say instead of a safe space is that this is a black woman centered space because maybe people will understand that this is a space where black women are centered. Put on number one, we are the top. We are the only ones that we're concerned with black women and black girls. Maybe that's a better thing because I was thinking about it. It's like the lady that was up here was mad at me because she felt like I should mute people that were having a disagreement with somebody else. And I feel like, where do I draw the line when that occurs? So who do I pick and choose who to mute? Who do I pick whose side to be on? And how do I stop from alienating this person or that person if I'm picking this person that I say that is right or correct? And that's the reason why I just choose to stay in the middle when women are having disagreements or women are going at each other. And I just choose to stay out of it because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that everybody feels that the space is for them and that I, the host, am not going to take sides on anything. This isn't to say, oh, I want to leave everybody just flying out there alone. It's just that if you choose to get in a space, you choose to get on the live, then you have to know that you may be open to opinions that you don't like. You may be open to people that you don't like. There may be a discourse. People may say something crazy to you in the comments, and you have to be willing to just go ahead and let that go off of your shoulders. Just today, a lady just called my husband feminine and was talking crazy because my husband was upset trying to defend me or whatever. And he was just in the background. It's not like he got on the live or anything. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
what I did is that I just sat there, I said what I said to the lady and I blocked her. And then now I'm moving forward. But I'm not going to go to her page or try to make another thing to talk to her and say this, that, and the third because I said what I said and it's over. And that's what people do when it's online. There's going to be discourse. There's going to be people that you don't like. And I, as the host, if I'm trying to let everybody come up, because everybody's going to have different opinions, I have no choice but to stay neutral. That's what I wish that people will understand. I have to stay neutral because to not stay neutral is to eventually at the end of the day, end up alienating everyone. So I don't know what to say about that.
Right.
But I will say, like
Can I
I,
give you Can I give
I
you maybe like a little suggestion? Like, I don't know if maybe you can put like on a little, what is this? Like the little backdrop. What's this little thing, that you got the single mom or the least desire, like that little backdrop thing?
yeah,
Like a little, what you call like a little asterisk or, like, I don't know, PSA or something like that. Like if you come up and you have like a differing opinion, be ready to defend your opinion or your stance or something like that. Even though
yeah,
it's sad that you have to say that, but I know some people like me, like when I first joined, I was kind of like new to TikTok and spent some time in your lives just to kind of see how to navigate it. And I know a lot of people don't really do that. They just come and just hop on and don't really know the TikTok lingo or like, I guess the ins and outs of being on a panel.
yeah.
So I don't know, but
Yeah, maybe I'll definitely think about doing something like that. I feel like, because we're all grown women. I mean, most women are in their 20s or up that come in here, 20s, 30s, 40s. Like some women, they say they're in their 50s and 60s. So I just thought that like this would like what's understood doesn't need to be explained, but clearly sometimes it does. But I just want to say I respect all of the women that come up here, even the ladies that I be having to block or whatever. It's not that like I hate them or anything like that. It's just, okay, you said something. We had an impasse. I don't like it. Cool. And it's plenty of people that I've had issues with, or they said they didn't agree with me that I don't block that come back. I just, I don't know. I just thought this whole thing was weird. I just think it's crazy that this is about the third person that has checked me this week for the actions of another woman. And I just think it's crazy. They be like, oh, how dare you allow these women to do this? Like, who am I? Like, I am a lady just like they're a lady. I'm a woman just like they're a woman. I'm not in charge of nobody to tell somebody what to do, nor do I want to do that. Because if I start doing that, then why would anybody feel comfortable expressing themselves or expressing their opinion if they think that I'm going to be like, hey, don't you do that. Be quiet. Be quiet. You don't agree with me. So you better be quiet. Like, people don't agree with me all the time. And they say things, not just listen to them, because that's the point of the space. But, like I said, I don't know. I just think it's very weird. But I just want to say this before I get out of here. Single women are desirable. Or single mothers are desirable. You know what I'm saying? Women without children are desirable. Women that are married are desirable. You know what I'm saying? The skinny women are desirable. Mid-sized women are desirable. Plus-size women are desirable. Black women are desirable in whatever form that they come in. Hands down, period. For real. And if that wasn't the case, we wouldn't always be the topic of discussion. So I just want that to be clear here that everybody, if nobody takes anything away out of all of this, is that Black women are desirable in whatever form that you come in. However you wear your hair, however you wear your clothes, however your body is, however many kids that you got or you don't got, you are desirable, period. And I think that as long as you walk in that truth and don't let anybody sway you from having that image of yourself, you will do great. Don't allow somebody's opinion of you to become your reality. And that's exactly what I tried to tell the girl that everybody's mad at me for. I tried to tell her this in the DMs. I said that if they think that you're a pick me, at what point do you say what you think about me does not shape my reality? Okay? I don't care if you think that I'm ugly. I don't care if you think I'm a pick me. I don't care if you think I'm this, that, and the third. What you think about me means nothing. What I think about me means the world. And that's what I was trying to tell her, because if I allowed everyone's opinion of me to become my reality, I don't know who I would be. Some people like me. Some people hate me. Some people hate my voice. Some people think I'm ignorant. Some people think I'm aggressive. Some people think I'm masculine. Some people think I'm a dummy. Some people say that I'm a pick me. Some people say that I'm a man hater. Some people think I'm a misandrist. Some people think a lot of things. And if I internalize all those things and make that my reality, I'm going to be one unhappy individual. So if you look in the mirror and you know that you're that girl, don't let nobody else tell you that you're not that girl. And now you question if you're that girl, if that makes sense at all. Like, come on now. We can't be doing this. So like, and I know we're all Black women and we all want to be looked at a certain way by Black women. But if a Black woman that you know thinks that you're a pick me, or a Black woman that you know doesn't like you for whatever reason, who freaking cares? Because what she is eating don't make you take a dump, if you get what I'm saying. Like, come on now. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I'm trying my best here, y'all. I really am. I'm trying my best to, have a space for you guys. Then also have a space for myself. Not let people play in my face either. Because I feel like two women tried to play in my face today and I didn't like it. And really, to be honest with you, I use restraint when talking to Black women, because really my default is to go down, 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 down to the depths of hell if I feel like you trying to play with me, or definitely you trying to disrespect me or my family. But I still try my best to just keep it still moderately cute. But it's just like, man, Anyway, I'm just rambling, y'all. Let me just say, once again, Black women, you are desirable in whatever form you come in. And don't let none of these weirdos that get online make you question that. Please don't. Please don't. You are melanated and beautiful and amazing. And you are the women that birthed civilization. All right. Black people were the first people here. Okay. And that's all I have to say about that. All right. Let me block this Brett man person. Hold on. Ugh. Yuck. Hold on. Let me block him before I get out of here. I think, yeah, everybody. Oh, Cookie. Before I get out of here, Cookie, you have something to say, Cookie?
I just want to say, you're a Trig, and I don't want you to ever. I know you're a strong woman, but I don't want you ever to be concerned about what you're doing, because you're doing the right thing. And the thing is, this is that when people, what I told my daughter this week is that it's okay to have insecurities. Everybody has insecurities. The problem is when you make insecurities other people's problems. And we're living in a world full of people where they're making insecurities other people's problems. And people have to learn to have self-love. I don't think that you run a bad life, or that you're biased, or that you're a hypocrite, because I've been in lives where people are biased and they're hypocrites and they do bully people. You understand? They don't just and not even just their people, their mods. They all want to bully. They want to go on your page, and then they want to start talking about you and listing everything they see on your page and what they think about your life. And the reality is that people who like themselves, they don't do stuff like that. And I feel like even the fact that you don't go on people's pages, you just see their profile and you go off that, says a lot, because that shows restraint. A lot of people don't have that restraint, so they're going to project that on you, and we're dealing with a lot of projection. A lot of people need to be slow to speak, and they need to think about what they are about to say before they say it, because even when that person came up and she was talking, she was like, oh, you're a hypocrite. The first thing that went to my mind was Renee. I'm gonna be honest, but I kept quiet because I'm like, you don't know. And then the more she kept talking, I was like, oh, this is Renee's revenge. You came to do this. But if you've been around and you've been watching, you would see that another grown woman cannot control another grown woman. And what other people say about you can only affect your reality if you let it affect you. We're not saying people say mean things and it's not going to hurt, but you have to know when to, if it's affecting you like that, yeah, you might have to take a step back and you might have to get off the internet, and that's okay. But it's at the end of the day, I don't want you to think it's your fault, and I don't want you to doubt the stuff you're doing, because you're doing amazing work, and so are the people who come on the live and they express and they have intellectual conversations and everything else. You are doing the work, and I don't want you to doubt the work that you're doing, because you're doing an amazing job. And I land my plane there. We'll talk later. I love you all.
All right, thank you so much, Cookie. I really appreciate you, sis. I really do. All right, you guys. Well, I think Cookie said it all, said everything. I'll see you guys later. I love you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, okay? Be safe out there. Stay safe, and what is it? Stay safe and be dangerous or something like that. Y'all know what I'm saying. Bye.